I have no counterplay when I trade like this. There's counterplay to me walking up and eating you. Rest in peace. So I max Q as a solution. Same against Sona, same against Thresh. You can't just walk up and eat Thresh. You will get smashed if he flays you. But I can max range Q him and he can't play the game. Eventually you'll have to fuck off because I'm just shooting him with, you know, 150 damage Qs. Over and over again. No, I may not be a support main, but there's a reason behind the things I do. Even if I, you know... First of all, I played Lulu solo lane, so I have a pretty good idea of how the champion works. Am I the best Lulu of all time? Definitely not. Brainman, when it comes to league numbers, I'm just saying, you know, like, I don't mind if you want to max E, like, if that's what works for you, it's fine. But when I keep saying during a stream, like, I just do it because I like to do it, there's no science behind it, and then people are like, you shouldn't do it, it's bad, or like, I do this, it's better, and it's like, it's not actually, it's different. But, you know, you tell me that 35 shield amount per rank is, like, that fucking game-changing, like, again, like, I don't think Q points are that game-changing either, it's just what works for me. Like I said, I just think Q has way less counterplay than E, which is why I like maxing Q, 3 points Q for laning phase. That said, if you're playing against champions that are good at punishing you, like if basically if you can't even walk up to Q them, then max E, of course, or like put points in E and then max W, because I do think W is her best spell, but it's a skill you don't want to max like straight up in lane because it doesn't do much in lane, but it's her best teamfight skill. Building full AP is always the best. If that's what works for you, then that works for you. But if your win rate's low on a champion, then maybe it's just, you know, not good. That said, I don't play Lulu enough to know what my win rate is on this champ when I support. But yeah, I enjoy playing her like this. Like I said, it's not an exact science. Sometimes I do 2 points Q and then I start maxing 2 points Q, 2 points E, and then max W. It's feeling based. At the end of the day, I think W points are the only thing that really matters. And even that, as support, like, it's just not a big deal. If you hit the same target with both Glitter Lances, the second Q will increase Glitter Lance damage by 25%, which is why I like putting points in it. So you're getting 25% of 35 per rank more than you would if you maxed E, or put points in E. Just an observation, every time you say something, there's an exception to your statement. This is because people love bringing up exceptions as like, oh, by the way, did you know? Like, that's the thing. The reason why the statements are accurate is because there's only a few exceptions. Exceptions are, generally speaking, proof that there's a rule. Just people love being like, by the way, you know that stupid dog meme or something? Like, what is it called? Like Earthquake Dog or something? Let me check. Wait, is it the Earthquake Dog meme? Oh yeah, that's the fucking one. I'll show you guys. Like, this stupid fucking thing. This is what I see every time someone's like, by the way, actually, yeah, like this fucking stupid ass face. This stupid ass meme. Here. This is what I see. This fucking shit. Actually. I don't know, the fucking quality's terrible, but whatever. This is what I found on the Google search. I see BA digging more into it. This is these people, you know? Like, I'm saying something that's pretty consistent and always the case, and people are like, actually, this is the exception. I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's proof that there's a rule, because there's few exceptions. And the community is full of people that haven't never seen the sunlight. I mean, it's fine, you know, I don't mind. As long as you're adding, like, if you're adding to the conversation, it's good. You know, and I really don't mind, you know, like, at the end of the day, I have no hard feelings, just I'm playing the game, and I'm explaining what I'm doing, and I'm saying specifically, so the reason why I'm saying there's no science behind it is so it's literally translated to, please shut the fuck up about my skill order, like, it doesn't matter, do whatever you want. That's what I'm saying, okay? But I'm not saying that because I don't want to be rude to people. I'm saying there's no science behind it, so you don't ask about it, because there is no science behind it, it's what works for me. I thought it through briefly, but that's it. That's why I can defend it, because there's a reason behind why I do it. But that's it. Again, at the end of the day, if you max fucking E first, and then W, and that works for you, happy for you. You max Q all the way, and build Ludens and one-shot people, I'm happy for you. It really doesn't matter. Just say it feels good? Yeah, that's what I did. I said, yeah, this is what works for me. In other words, this feels good for me. How will a new player take advice? It's just, I don't know, man. There's so many resources for new players to get advice. I give you plenty of advice on how to play the game. Skill order, like, my point is, as a new player, if your skill order is bad, it doesn't matter. Like, how many of you maxed whatever fucking random ass spell for no reason at all for a long time? Like, for example, Hansama right now is maxing Q second on Xayah. That shit's terrible. W max is infinitely better. Infinitely better. And he's playing an MSI right now. So do you think it really matters that much that this guy is going to max 3 points Q and then 2 points E and then max W on Lulu? A new player? Who he max Q and a Mumu? That's what you do if you're support a Mumu. What do you think support a Mumu is going to stand there and max W and E and just kill people by standing on top of them and Eing them? Hello? A lot of, like, this is like one of the hardest concepts for low MMR players to understand in League of Legends, but Sunfire Cape is not a good item most of the time for supports, because supports aren't tanky enough to stand next to people and burn them to death. Shocker! And they also don't burn minion waves with it. Another reason why it's not very good.